So what sets us apart from other breeders? Well, we are certified dog trainers as well as professional breeders of top German Shepherd imports. Over 30 years experience has shown us that many behavioral problems, both in puppies and adult dogs, can be completely eliminated not only by selectively breeding from the very best lines for sound temperaments, clear heads, and calm dispositions, but also by taking the time to condition and properly prepare young puppies for the world they will need to adjust to, beginning at just 3 days of age. Also, obedience training beginning at 5 weeks, and lastly, by educating and guiding new puppy owners. The Biosensor program, or Superdog routine, was originally used by the United States military for their breeding program. There are confirmed studies that there are delicate, specific time periods early in the life of a puppy when neurological stimulation has optimum results. The studies on these stimulated pups have shown more rapid recovery to stressful situations, they are more confident and exploratory, it strengthens the immune system, and it creates by exposing puppies to controlled stress at the appropriate imprint stages. As adults, they can adapt and cope with situations that they will face in our society. The following exercises, which you will see demonstrated, will produce neurological stimulations, none of which naturally occur during this early period of life. Therefore, it is up to the breeders to implement this program to assure the absolute best quality of life for each and every puppy. That is how I know you go far across the distance and spaces between us. You have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more. This is the stage where we introduce stimuli to promote neurological development. We play classical music tapes to achieve auditory stimulation, and this helps to stimulate the brain. It decreases the likelihood that the pup will become phonophobic, which is the fear of noise. We expose the litter to low-level changing lights using a TV set, which is set up in each of the whelping rooms. The puppy's brain will try to adjust to the different light levels, causing the brain to work earlier than it would in the usual whelping room environment. This will decrease the likelihood that the pups will become photophobic, or the fear of light. At 8 weeks of age, the puppies are just beginning what's called the critical fear imprint stage, and this lasts for approximately 2 weeks. So in between 8 to 10 weeks of age, these puppies are very vulnerable to anything that's frightening or traumatic that they're exposed to. There's a very slight chance that they can recover from that. It's a very big mistake for breeders to release the dogs under 10 weeks of age, and that's one of the main reasons that we don't like to do that. We actually prefer to keep them where they're safe in a secure environment, and it also gives us a chance to start doing their training. They're at a wonderful age for training right now. They're ready to learn and comprehend, and we like to do the training between 8 and 12 weeks of age, and then they can be released to their new owners.
Was pumping, and everybody having a ball, until the fellas standing him calling, and the girls respond to the call, and then the fool all shout out, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the
As professional dog trainers, as well as breeders, training all breeds of dogs, we see many issues day in and day out. The number one behavioral complaint we get from people is fear-based aggression in their adult dog. Most of the time, people will say, well, they were probably abused as a puppy and maybe this is why they're afraid or fearful, when the real truth is most puppies just have not had adequate socialization when they were very young, during that very critical fear or imprint stage. Many breeders don't take the time to do this, or they say that their puppies are hand-raised by their family, and I think that's wonderful if a breeder can bring the dogs inside, but the puppies are only getting used to that particular family and not getting exposed to different people outside of that home. So we take the time to expose our puppies to as many different people as possible before they leave our facility at 3 months of age. It's easy to find people because everyone just loves a puppy. So whenever we have a group class or people come for a tour or to see their own puppy, we go in and gather as many puppies as we can and ask people if they'd like to hold them and spend some time with them, and almost nobody can turn that down. Most people will say, can I really? Thank you so much. We also have people do simple training with the puppy, so it's not just all hugging them, but also helping the puppies to learn and adjust. And it's wonderful for the puppies because they get to be around different people other than the same trainers every day or the same people at the kennel.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica.
understand what God has willed, what God has planned. I only know at His right hand stands one who is my Savior. I take Him at His word and Christ died to save me, this I read. And in my heart I find a need of Him to be my Savior.